Shabbat Shalom. It is Shabbat Shuvah, the Sabbath of return, the Sabbath that finds us between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We find ourselves personally and communally asking ourselves, where am I coming from and where am I going? Shabbat Shuvah reminds us that we can always return. The door is always open. In this week's Parsha, Moses' song Haazinu, recited almost at the border of the Promised Land, at the precipice between Moses' life and his impending death, is both a poem of warning and a poem of hope, a poem that is itself on the edge, just like we are today. Just before Moses gives his final blessing, he calls all Israel and gives them this poem, this song. With Haazinu, we climb to one of the peaks of Jewish spirituality. It tells how God cares for Israel like an eagle parent protecting its young bird, and yet Israel disobeys God and consequently suffers punishment. Haazinu means listen up, pay attention, take heed. Haazinu is rich in the language of the senses, taste, touch, sight, and hearing. Haazinu is a poem about the history of the Israelites, their hopes and failings, their greatness, their haughtiness, and their hovering on the edge between celebration and warning, a fulcrum balance between blessing and curse. Haazinu, listen up. Jews and Judaism have always taught that we cannot see God, but we can hear God, and God hears us. It is through the word, speaking and listening, that we can have an intimate relationship with God. Haazinu, listen up. Listening lies at the very heart of every relationship. A good parent listens to their child. A good employer listens to his or her coworkers. A good company listens to its customers. A good congregation listens to its congregants. A good leader listens to those he or she leads, but listening does not always mean agreeing or giving a solution, but it does mean caring. Jonathan Sacks writes, crowds are moved by great speakers, but lives are changed by great listeners. Whether between us and God or us and other people, listening is the ultimate form of respect and love. Haazinu, listen up, pay attention, give ear. You can always return. Shabbat Shalom.